It's broadcasting. Okay, wait. I'm live now. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second.
爹吧，都前面玩不了手机了。
坐最后，
坐后面吧。
找到不坐第一排了。
咱们什么等？差不多没有人听。
不是，这里混着一些奇怪的人。
我就坐第3排。
好了之后，一起大的，这里面。
Hello, everyone. If you hear me, clap once. If you hear me, clap twice. Oh. If you hear me, you can clap 3 times now. 1, 2, 3. Awesome, awesome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I want to welcome our students. First and foremost, congratulations for being here at Penn State Abington. We're so excited to have you. We've been waiting and planning for your arrival this week. I also want to welcome our family members. Can you raise your hand if you're not a student, but accompanying your loved ones? Wonderful. Can we just give a round of applause to our parents and families? I want to tell the parents and the family members, thank you. Thank you for choosing Penn State, and thank you for supporting your children to be here. But most importantly, congratulations. Because when your child goes to college, it's really your achievement, isn't it? Right? Wonderful. So, again, I want to welcome everyone. We have a great dinner planned tonight to mingle and eat together. You know, when you share a meal with someone, that's actually the best way to share your culture and get to know someone, right? So that's exactly what we're going to do tonight. But before that, you'll get to hear from me. You'll get to hear from our chancellor, and you'll get to also meet our international student orientation leaders who have been sweating, running around, and just been so excited to meet with you tonight. My name is Dr. Angela Jung-Ho, and I'm the Director of Global Programs at Penn State Abington. Office of Global Programs not only are here to assist our international students thrive academically and personally, but we also cultivate many different relationships abroad with different institutions abroad, but also develop faculty-led study abroad programs, semester-long study abroad programs, and year-long study abroad programs. And so I know that you have come abroad for your education, but there's always also opportunities to go abroad again. This year, we're welcoming 1,300 new students to Penn State Abington, of which around 300 approximately, and I have to say that for our data people out there, approximately 300 are international students. So what percentage of that, math people? 24 point, right? Almost 25% of the new incoming class is international students. That is huge. That means that you represent more than a quarter of our incoming class. Our top 3 sending countries this year, can you take a guess? Number 1, top sending country? Can we raise one hand? Any volunteers? Yeah, Guatemala. Great. That's pretty obvious, right? Yeah, so the number 1 country is China, then India. Don't get shy, because we do have many students from India. Then the third most sending country is South Korea. I'm not going to be able to mention all of the countries that are represented in the new student body, but please remember that you're going to have many opportunities to represent your culture, who you are, what's special about you, because at Penn State Abington, we get to meet the world here. Because there are so many people from various backgrounds and different countries that you don't have to really necessarily travel to get to know the world, because you guys will help us with that opportunity, right? Good. I know you guys are adjusting to your time zone, and you probably won't remember much of what I say today, but I do want to say two things that I want you to remember from this point on and try to carry through at least for first semester, and then you'll check back with me to see how you're doing. For the parents here, check back with your children to see if they're doing this, okay? Number one, be proud of who you are and where you come from. Respectfully educate your peers and students around you, faculty and staff, about your culture and your background. Have confidence. Have confidence and be proud about your language barriers. And I guess I said it. Be proud about your language barriers and be proud of the culture that you're bringing to our campus. Okay? Everything starts with confidence. So be proud. Number two, ask, seek, reach out. In your academic journey, you're gonna need the whole community to help you to thrive. You can't do this alone. We're here to support you and be that community. But if you don't reach out, then we're not gonna know most of the time, right? So ask, seek, and reach out. So what are the two things that I'm charging you tonight with? Confidence, good. Be proud, good. What's the second part? Ask, seek, and reach out. Very good. Now, before we bring our Chancellor for a warm welcome, I want to ask you, how many of you know what Chancellor means? Not the International Student Orientation leaders. You guys have been here for at least a year, so you already know. In the crowd, and mom and dad and family members, you can answer too. Just to raise your hand, and maybe we have like a candy giveaway later, I don't know. Okay, Fatimata said yeah. So raise your hand, and you'll get a candy later if you visit me at my office. Raise your hand if you know what Chancellor means. Yes. Please stand up, introduce yourself, and let us know.
Hi, I'm Shankar. I'm from India. I'm here to draw my daughter's hand. A chancellor is a person who delegates a job to the vice chancellor and sits school.
Very detailed, absolutely. Thank you. Round of applause. So the meaning of a chancellor is the executive leader of the campus, the college, the university. And so tonight we have an honor of having our leader with us tonight because he wants to personally give you a warm welcome for your arrival this week. So Chancellor, Dr. Damian Fernandez.
Thank you, Angela. By the way, Chancellor is like a king. So before I do anything, hold on. I want to send this to my boss. So everybody smile. There we go. In your honor, I invited, maybe you know them, Lady Gaga and Rihanna. But they couldn't make it, sorry. So you are stuck with me. We are delighted to welcome you to Penn State Abington. This is a special place. Penn State is a global university that has over 170 majors. But Penn State Abington is a small place that cares about you. And we are committed to your success. So I want to just give you 5 pointers, 5 ideas that I want to share with you. The first one is that I am not unlike you. Around 45 years ago, I left my country, took a plane, and landed at a university not far from here that I've never visited before. So I left the beautiful Caribbean Sea, left my Spanish-speaking homeland, and went to the United States. So like you, I'm an international student, and I'm very proud of that. And my commitment to international education is personal, because nothing changes you as leaving your country and being in a zone that is different from where you come from. And learning, sometimes through discomfort. And you see, I still have my accent, and I'm very proud of my Latino accent in English. So, I am not unlike you. Someday, who knows, you can be chancellor of Penn State Abington, king or queen of Penn State Abington. Second point, don't be afraid to explore. And there's a lot to explore. Take a class that you weren't expecting to take. Reach out to someone who you hadn't met before. Venture out. There's a lot to discover. Third, use Philadelphia as a classroom. We will help you. No other city in the United States tells the story of American democracy the way Philadelphia tells that story. No other place tells the highs and lows, the good and bad of the American experience like Philadelphia does. The possibilities and the poverty, the wealth and the inequality, the beauty, the challenges. But this is a city where the story of U.S. democracy was forged right here next to us. So explore Philadelphia. You should not leave Penn State Abington without being fully versed, knowledgeable of American democracy with its high marks and low marks, because it's indeed not perfect. But you should learn that. That is one of the value added that we bring to you at Penn State Abington. Fourth, like Angela said, share. Don't be shy. I'm an introvert, but I have to share. Share your culture, share your ideas, speak up in class, share some food, reach out and share with others. That is where the learning comes. You make this community better through difference. We at Abington believe that difference is necessary for excellence. There's no longer excellence in the world without us navigating difference. You came to the right place. From the top to the bottom, everyone here believes that we are stronger and we learn through difference, not necessarily through similarity. So share your differences and find your common humanity with the rest of the community. And finally, also to echo Angela, we all are here for you. This is probably the last time in your lives that you will have an entire community of adults holding you, supporting you, committed to you. I wish I got that. In college, we are all here with one shared goal: your success. So when you have questions, you ask them. When you have issues, you deal with them. We all are all here committed our lives to your achievements, to your growth, to your challenges. And I want to end with a quote from one of my favorite writers, a Danish writer. Isaac Dinesen, who said, "The cure for everything is salt water. Sweat, tears, and the sea." So hard work, emotional, intelligence, and the sea. As someone coming from the Caribbean Sea, I know that the sea cures. We're delighted to be here, and I look forward to seeing you throughout this coming week and throughout the rest of the year. Welcome to Penn State Abington.
Thank you, Chancellor. You know, you guys are really lucky to be on a campus where the Chancellor understands what it means to be an international student, and he truly has a passion for globalization on campus, whether it's with international students or sending our domestic students away so they can also get the global perspective. And so consider yourselves really lucky to be here during this time. And again, just really seek out and ask and talk to us so we know how to best serve you. I have 2 quick announcements before I bring up our International Student Orientation leaders. First, and if you're good students already, you would start writing this down, right? Because these are 2 very important announcements. On Wednesday, you're going to be meeting with your academic advisor to make sure that your academic courses and selections for the courses for the fall is all in order and registered. But in order for you to be able to conduct this on Wednesday, you need to make sure that you have completed the Education Planning Survey. I'll repeat, Education Planning Survey, as well as pre-registration activity guide. All of this can be accessed in LionPath. Why am I saying this before dinner? Because this must be completed before Wednesday before you meet with your advisor. Without these 2 important steps, you're going to be sitting there completing those 2 steps and not registering for your courses. Courses are very competitive at an institution like Penn State. So if you're not ready, you might be taking a class that you're really not happy with because you just don't have space to take it, right? Now, it's a lot of navigation online, so here, any leaders here with the blue and white shirt or international orientation leaders can show you how to do this online. So make sure from today to Tuesday, as you're going through all of your orientation schedule, in between this, you're completing this, okay? We're good? Second announcement. As I mentioned before, we really appreciate our international student families and parents being here. You traveled really far to be with your family at this important stage in life. So at 8 a.m. on Thursday, and parents, please write this down, we will have a welcome breakfast for family members at 8 a.m. at Sutherland. So this building is Sutherland, correct? Or sort of attached? Kind of? But the building that you saw across from the fair that we had in front of the yard is Sutherland. And so you're going to come into Sutherland and have breakfast with us at 8 a.m. Okay? Wonderful. Now, I am so proud of our International Student Orientation leaders this year. They bring so much energy, so much passion, so much experience. So without further ado, International Student Orientation leader, come on up!
Guten Tag. My name is Tracy. I'm from China. 你们好。My name is Khadija. I'm from Mali. My name is Changwon. I'm from Korea. 안녕하세요. Morning. 大家好。
I'm Eric from Venezuela. Hola a todos.
I'm Nancy from China. 大家好。
I'm Shree from Egypt. Assalamu alaikum.
I'm Nina from AB. Sakpase.
Korea 반갑습니다.
I'm Jinji from China. 你们好。
Hi, I'm Justin. I'm from Vietnam. Xin chào.
I'm Oshika from India. Namaste. Genesis from Puerto Rico. ¿Cómo están? At Penn State, we have a chant, and it goes like this: We are Penn State. We are Penn State. We are Penn State. Thank you. Now let's do it together. Now let's all do the chant together. When we say, we are, you say, Penn State. When we say, we are, you say, Penn State. We are, Penn State. We are, Penn State. We are, Penn State. Thank you. Wow, good job, everybody. I'm very proud of you. So now I have one announcement to make. For tomorrow, please arrive on campus at 8 a.m. and please bring your folders. They're very, very important. Bring them every day with you, okay? Also, you have to attend every single session throughout the day tomorrow in order to be able to register for classes. So if you don't come to every session, unfortunately, we cannot register you for classes and you will have a hold in your account. So please make sure to come. Now we would like to invite all of you to have dinner with us. And in order to do so, you see, you have folders with you, right? Show me your folders. Show me your folders. Wave them in the air. On your folders. All right, on your folders, you will see a white label, right? A white label and the white label and the food. On that white label, you find your color. It's a sticker with your color. All right. If you are color blue, please stand up now. This way. Please stand up now. All right, just stand. Bing, where are you? Bing. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, I would like to ask you to walk Dr. John Ha and Dr. Fernandez to the cafeteria for me, please. Thank you again to our Chancellor and to Dr. John Ha. We will see you at dinner. All right, all the blue people, you're standing, right? Now follow our lovely Genesis to the cafeteria. Follow her. Now, if you are yellow, please stand up. Please stand up, yellow. Color yellow, please stand up. One more time, if you are yellow, please stand up and follow Oshika and Locke to the cafeteria, please. Oshika and Locke are right here. If you are purple, please get ready to stand up. Purple. If you're purple, please follow Jing Jing and Claire. Jing Jing and Claire are right here. If you are orange, please stand up. Orange. If you're orange, please stand up and follow Fatumata. Fatumata is right here. If you're red, please get ready to stand up. Red. Stand up, stand up. The red people, please follow Ling King Sharif.
If you're red, please follow us. Red group.
Red is departing now.
I lost my order.
If you're brown, please stand up. Brown people, and follow Nancy and Aaron. Brown is leaving now. Give them a minute. If you're gray, please stand up. Gray. Brown. And follow white. The gray people are leaving now. All right, if you are black, please stand up and follow Jong-un. Black is leaving now.
Let's go for food. Everyone blocks?
Almost. You're doing great, everyone. It's been a long day. Now, if you're green, please stand up. Green. Green is following Kadidatu and Tracy. And the best comes for last. If you're pink, please stand up and follow me. Good job, everyone. Thank you.
Shopping center that's within walking distance. There is, but in the cafeteria, there's a shopping center downstairs beneath the cafeteria. I don't know if it's open or not. That would be the only.
Yeah, your chancellor is very nice.
Oh, he's phenomenal. Yes, he's a great man.